Our goal in this video will be to demonstrate the following: the installation of the Situation Update Forwarder or SUF component, and the configuration of the ITM server to forward events to Omnibus via an EIF probe. The SUF component, once configured, will allow for bi-directional updating of events from ITM to Omnibus and vice versa. So my first step is to locate the SUF installation package, which will be found inside the 6.3 FixPack 4 tools package. So if I go into the version here that I've extracted, okay, and we go into the tech directory, and in here we'll find a list of install binaries, and there's one for each interp type. So for example, AIX, HP, Linux. My interp type here is Linux, so I'm going to run the Linux version of the script. Okay, and this will launch a GUI interface, which will allow us to configure the SUF component. Okay, so I click Next. I accept the terms of the license agreement. I hit Next. Okay, so this is the directory where the SUF component is going to be installed. So here you can see it will be opt IBM sit forwarder. So I hit Next. Okay, and now I'm presented with a series of options, and this is for the bi-directional configuration of the SUF component. So first option here, the name of the configuration file. So this is where all the config for the SUF will be saved. The second one, number of seconds to sleep when no new situation updates arrive. So if there are no new situation updates to send from Omnibus to the Thames, the minimum can be 1 second. The default, as you can see here, is 15. Okay, the next option is the number of bytes used to save the last event. This is the space that's used to save the location of the last event if processed. The minimum and default value is 50. The next option here is the URL of the Thames subserver. So this you don't need to change. This will be dynamically constructed when the event is sent across. Okay, the next option is the rate for sending SOAP requests to the Thames from the event sync via web services. Okay, and this is the maximum number of events updates sent by the SUF. The minimum and default value is 10, so that's 10 events. Okay, and lastly we have the log level for the SUF component. So the default is set to low. We also have medium and verbose. So this is the setting for if you need to do any additional tracing on the SUF component, if you have to troubleshoot missing events. Okay, so we're going to leave that at low, the default. I hit Next. Okay, so in here, this is now looking for the Thames host name and user and password. So I'm just going to enter my details, my Thames server. Okay, and the username and the password, and the password one more time for confirmation, and I hit Add. Okay, so basically I've defined the Thames hostname and user ID for the events to be sent back to my ITM server. Click on Next. Okay, and here we go. So if I hit Next again, this should now do the install. Okay, so I've successfully installed my SUF component, so I can just hit finish there. Okay, and one more thing that I'll show you is the configuration of the Thames server to forward its events to the EIF probe that's sitting on the Omnibus server. So if I do a reconfigure on my Thames server and hit OK and hit OK again, Okay, so even though it says here the location of the text server, what it's actually looking for is the host name and the port number for the EIF probe that's going to be connected to the Omnibus server. So here I've entered the IP address and the port number of the EIF probe that's residing on the Omnibus server. So if I hit OK, okay, so once that's finished, that should now be configured to send my TEMS events to the EIF probe, which will then get forwarded to the Omnibus server.
Thank you for watching this video at the IBM Monitoring Academy. We appreciate your feedback, so please feel free to use the comments box below. We'd also love you to check the thumbs up box if you appreciated this video. We have added several helpful links to the YouTube comments box below so you can find all our other content on the social media. I would definitely recommend that you check out the blogs on DevWorks. Take care.